has all your bases covered. But I think after watching game one, I think the Cut can play this way, right? They can play these flashier heroes. They can play these maybe more unorthodox style of execution. And I think for you to adjust your playstyle in the span of a game in between series is pretty hard. Like, especially for a team like Oversight, which I think is, in comparison, just a lot less experienced. So we'll have to see if it holds up.
Smoking up from behind. Look at this. Let's go.
Yeah, jumping onto Jube. They got the slow. The glimpse back is on the Treant. So that's actually a pretty decent target. Really high right-click damage. Jube is still set to fall and will be given out to Skyward. So a nice first blood for Skyward.
Yeah, this is...
it is better news than last time where they fed first blood on their Pango. So this time around, they get to feed their PA, although Odyssey is still there. Dragon Tail stun, the slow's on top, but the numbers are there to shove them away. The stun doesn't connect as well.
This is where you hit them.
B-God still manages to pick up the rune.
If you're a disruptor, this is where you hit them with the nerds in all chat, Just hit them.
That would be.
Just hit them with some nerds.
Coming out, though, from a disruptor. And to be fair, the Cut still manages to get away with 3 runes. So overall, your total team net worth gain is a little bit more spread out, but it is there to compensate for the first blood loss.
What lane are you?
Lanes.
What lane are you thinking is gonna be the gangster on top lane actually taking a ton of damage? Is he gonna fall here? Oh my god!
Yeah, he just melts. I mean, he has that level 1 Dragon Tail. You don't have the highest base armor on that DK early on. So when the PA is just applying all those slows and running you down, it doesn't feel great. There's not too much a Sky can do to stop that either. So early on, Oversight already coming up in strong lanes here. I think you were going to ask me which lane is the most exciting or the most fun. And I would not have said top, but it's looking very fun at the moment for Skyward as he's starting to find B-God now as well. Leech Seed out, damage flying in, Dragon Tail stun to slow down. And now Dead Zone's the one in a little bit of trouble here as he gets slowed down as well. And the kill is there, but B-God's going to pay for that with his life. Fairy Fire, right click, kind of stuttered on that last hit, and the dagger does come through. Skyward, a 3-0 at a minute 40. Again, not the lane I expected to be the most fun here, Lizard, but it's working out.
They have to stop feeding this PA. Like, really. If you want to have a normal game, at least, you need to stop feeding Skyward. But I love that he is committing into full Orb of Corrosion, because you're having, you got the first blood, you got 2 kills afterwards. Like, why not just go into Orb of Corrosion, continue dominating the lane, make this DK's life absolutely abysmal. And he's got it now. Full Corrosion up.
A lot more damage coming through, a little bit of HP to help the cause as well. There's one thing that the Cut have done here, I do enjoy seeing against Treant, just cut all the trees off. And just prevent that padding coming out from Dead Zone. I mean, Nature's Skies was nerfed, but still, the flanks you can find there are pretty important to kind of equalize that lane.
I think, honestly, you don't care about trees. If you do, for sure, but on top lane, if you get level 3 on 3, you get level 2 Leech Seed, you just go in. 24/7 now, you just go after the DK, they can't trade against PA3. You just have to make sure to play this lane aggressively after a good advantage that was given to you.
We'll see if they can maintain that. A little bit of a warding war over that small camp. It gives us a little bit of a chance to talk about the other lanes. Taking a look down mid, we've got Sadman up against Odyssey, of course. It is shaping a lot better for Sadman already. I mean, you're not too far behind on your Tiny here. Rune control is a bigger part of this matchup as well. We're going to have to see who can kind of collapse on top early on. I feel like the rotation threat from both sides are pretty equal. I think mainly on the Nyx here for Oversight. But like this Disruptor and Skywrath Mage can also make it pretty hard for the Tiny if they do decide to come in at, say, 6 minutes, as it doesn't look like they can leave by the 4 here.
Yeah, like both teams. Oh, shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think he
Odds
did.
run down.
He did.
Yeah, all right. All right. There you go. Sad man showing off a little bit.
That's...
I mean, he has the Blightstone, Tiny with 0 armor. He just melts. No real stat items as well to help correct that. Just the 1 Iron Branch building into the 1. So you're really susceptible to that physical rundown.
Yeah, that's, by the way, two games in a row now that he dies 1-on-1. I mean, I feel bad for him. Just dying 1 versus 1 on mid lane is... It hits different, you know? B-God?
Yeah.
Getting gone on.
Getting run down a little bit. Does get the Ancient Seal off, and Gangstar is there with the stun to slow it down. So, a little bit more durable now. And they do manage to stave off that threat, but B-God needs a little bit more regen before it starts going. They are trying down bot. Trying onto Cry. The rebound does not connect. The glimpse is there. And they get the damage.
Nice
blocks from Atuf are great. And the TP home. One more right click. No, couldn't find it. They planted a tree. Atuf? I think he did that.
Atuf is a god of blocking, at least. Like, this guy blocks.
He blocks, and he blocks hard. Regen back into the lane here for Cry. Already at the double Wraith Band, so you're feeling pretty damn good. You're durable, you've got good right clicks out in Cry. And the side of the Cut this time around, our lanes are not looking as sharp. Which, to be fair, again, this is sort of a similar story to Game 1, where Oversight came out with pretty good plays on their lane. But the mid lane's kind of the same story right now, as they are clumping up here. B-God's there with a concussive, and level 6 is up.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Sad man, and damn, that is just too much. Coming forward again. Output, toss back is there, the miss on the right click. He does not get the kill, but B-God won't let go, and there it is. Homing shot onto that Tiny. Second death for Odyssey.
It's the ward.
Oh, he does have TP, at least.
Yeah, it's the ward. Skyrat planted the ward to scout out the Tiny, and then used concussive shot. But this is something that I wanted to see more from OES. I really don't know why they focused on going on Skyrat in this lane. I think in this lane, on top lane, when you get Orb of Corrosion so early on, you can literally use your level 2 Leech Seed on DK and just go on him with a PA. And make his life miserable, make him unable to farm. Atuf?
Let's get taken down on the mid once more. So you are finding a lot to stack on from the mid, but you are sacrificing your top to get that done. You're going to have to deal with this PA somehow. The Battle Fury timing should be fairly good here for Skyward. Granted, Italiano is also working onto his Meteor Hammer at a pretty decent pace. Just lacking a recipe now. Should be able to get some good shoves, Dragon Tail, Meteor Hammer combos as well without too many interrupts. And that's where things can start to shine. 4-4. Pretty even back and forth game so far, with a slight net worth lead coming out for the Cut.
Look at these two ninjas on top lane, like...
Early rotation.
Level 5 PA rotating from top. This is some ninja action right here, my man.
Yeah, this is some next level stuff. Not gonna find anything. They scout for stacks, I guess.
No, I'll at least explain it. Like, they saw the Skyrat on the ward, so they thought they'll kill him while he stacks, but that guy does not stack. He ran away.
Backed off. Sent some danger without seeing the people in the lane.
Atuf?
Does he play it safe? Atuf trying to set up. Does manage to catch out Jube, and we'll find that kill. Managed to get more going their way. Can Oversight trading back and forth in a really strong manner. Finding some openings. Do have to say, look at the warding coming out from the side of the Cut. It's all on mid. And they're heavily invested in having Sadman have this great start in his lane. And it's all in, just ensuring that the Ember isn't going to get any surprise angles coming through here. As up top, they have the Meteor Hammer, Dragon Tail stunned into Meteor Hammer. Skyward's starting to melt. The damage output is good, but the living armor is there to at least stall some of it out. And the chain stunts are coming in onto Italiano.
Where's the rotation? Ember, where are you?
Wand is there. Where is any of his friends?
Yeah.
Gangster.
Help.
Blocked out by a tooth, and it's just taken away. No movement in to back him up.
What do you think? What happened in a Tooth's life that he enjoyed blocking so much? Like it has
well,
to. Like he's a natural. Like you can see that he's a natural blocker. So something must have been. Cry.
Well, what's not being blocked right now is Cry at the moment. The jumps in from Sadman. The Avalanche to stall with a toss-up. And Flame Guard's still running. Cry alive for now. Remnant back for Sadman.
Here
Does
comes
not
a
want
Tooth.
to commit with a response, but a Tooth has the angle. Can he find it? Only finds Juve. The Disruptor will fall. But Sadman is looking to come back in. Did get topped up a bit. That slight with a sidekick is pretty damn strong. The rebound really off the mark. And the unleash, not really going to do much. They managed to get the dispose.
This is so deep.
Avalanche there to
Tooth.
save. A double stun and the jump in from Skyward. They've got the damage. Sadman does still manage to remnant away, but the cut is forcing the issue constantly, and Oversight are more than happy to oblige.
I mean, they just went into 5 heroes there. And by the way, I have to admit, I really enjoy pronouncing a Tooth's nickname. So if I overdo it, do notify me. But every time I get a reason to call him out, like I will. Like nice double stun, by the way. That was completely deserving. Also, just coming from the river, reading the movements and helping his teammates out. I don't know what the cut is a little bit too cocky after game one. I really think that's the case here. Sometimes you feel yourself a little bit after winning a game convincingly. You go into the next one with a little bit too much confidence.
For sure. They are, again, they drafted this kind of lineup which depends on some pretty good outplay.
Yeah.
So,
Tooth.
it's going to be punished Scourge. Being chased down by a Tooth. He does have the 6, gets the damage and the stun off. Scourge McDuck rebounds. Level 1 rebound doesn't take you that far. And is taken out. They TP'd the numbers onto the outpost.
Jube.
Is your 2 supports. Juve gets jumped. Aggression from Skyward. Another good stun from a Tooth. And Jube is a freebie. Good forward vision from the side of Oversight to kind of play around with this aggression.
Yeah, here comes.
As that Obs is right outside the sentry. Sadman, though, with the invis,
They don't see him, but
is ready. They back off. Or do they? Down bot.
Skyward doesn't. But now he does. He even jumps into the trees. Yeah, he knew what's up. Like, I think they saw the courier flying. And the Skyrat obviously wasn't in with, so he was a dead giveaway. Yeah, like right now, I'm not sure how the cut is even keeping this 1k advantage, or less than 1k, but still. They're keeping an advantage, but the game looks in Oversight's control, more or less. You're gonna try to go Ember with Spike Carapace. Yeah.
And they've got the stun. Oh,
Hey, wait.
not quite fast enough on the Impale.
Wait, no. Did the Carapace connect?
It did?
It did, right?
Like, that's the initial stun. 1 second. That's more than enough time, and they get the kill on Atuf instead. All right.
Oh, mistakes have been made, yeah.
It's a level 2 spiked. I thought that would be enough time to follow through, but the Impale, there was a slight delay on it coming out with a cast point as well. It's Odyssey gets found out here. Unleash is up on Scourge McDuck, and they've got the output.
Yeah, I didn't even see
They
the
find
first...
them function.
I didn't even see the first stun, so I got confused because of that. Not in game right now, but yeah. Okay, they're going for tier 1 mid. Atuf is here. He can stun them, but that's about it.
You can try. Fortify is there to stall some living armor as well, but doesn't heal as much. And the tower just goes
there a
down.
glimpse?
As sad man.
Yeah, I glimpsed
Looks
him.
for more. They glimpse him back. To top. I thought they'd actually gone for the kill, but yeah, they don't need to risk too much. Shove him away.
No. That was definitely a mistake. He wanted to kill him. He was just he just didn't like. I think it was like the bare edge of where he gets glimpsed to the tier 1 or towards top. Like the timing was maybe a millisecond off.
Sometimes it bites in the bum. Still, more than happy here on the side of the cut, 6-10 now. As you've got, again, a pretty decent bounce back in. Your DK is actually keeping up in farm with the PA. So you should be able to hit that itemization quite fast here.
Oh, the sentry.
Italiano going for... Oh. They're jumping on to Jube. Static Storm does come down with the Dragon Tail stun. But the follow-through is not there. Jube
Tiny is
still
here.
set to fall as Italiano. Meteor Hammer does fail to connect. And they're running up now on the cuts end.
Oh, damn.
Running forward into the impale, but there is the Mystic Flare. No lockdown to really find that kill. Avalanche Toss. Almost enough damage there to kill off Sadman, but not enough. Leaves behind a dug up little healing salve as well. Not the biggest loss.
I have to say, like these guys on the cut, they're playing with some giant cojones. Like they just jump in without a care. Like that Ember as well goes straight into like 3-4 heroes, and each one of them has a stun. He still gets out. He did have that haste, so it helps. Instant smoke into the triangle. I love that Marcy is going for a Battle Fury, but she's playing like I don't even know. It's any sentries, Juve? There it is. Some control. Nope. Oh, they're gonna get punished here.
They're gonna get punished hard as they do clump in. They get the jump forward. Skyward again willing to join these early fights. Scourge McDuck does have the unleash, but they can't even find the life of the treant with that. They are trying to toss her around. Sadman will be able to force him away. 2 for 1. The kill on your core, Marcy. That Battle Fury timing again stalled out just a little bit more over this early participation. They still go for more.
Yeah.
They get a tooth on the Nyx at the least. So they even it out a bit.
I don't like pronouncing his name when he feeds. Only when he does something sick.
I mean, for me, it's a satisfying name either way.
It is.
You know, the circumstances around saying that name, that doesn't have to be good.
That's true. That's
I
true.
just have to have an excuse.
I guess you're a true Atuf fanboy, you know. I'm just like, I'm a poser.
No, I would say I am a real name appreciator.
Okay.
As they find a DD on the cut. I mean, how many times have they found DDs? Last game they found like 1 million for the PA. Now you've got the DD on Sadman, and they are pinging the PA out.
Is it? I think we basically just forget about all the other runes. PA, Skyward. Oh, the blur kicking in once again. I like his build, by the way. Maelstrom, Yasha, Manta. He just wants to be very active. I still think BKB is really solid this game. Damn, that Nyx disappeared.
Yep. Atuf dies off once more.
Don't
You are
say
right.
his name. If he feeds,
I have to.
If he feeds,
I have to.
If he feeds, we call him the Nyx assassin. Okay.
All right. No curse upon his name. The Nyx dies. Skyward does manage to bail out there. And again, the cut are still relatively even in this game. Less than 1k lead still their way. You do have the Ags up in the NP. So this is where things can get a little bit interesting. You've got that global control with that root ready. Glimpse back. Dragon Tail stun. Meteor Hammer is interrupted, but they kill off that treant anyway, and they're going to be able to kill off Odyssey now as well. Big pickoffs coming out for the cut. As Oversight trickle in for that defense and get punished for it.
Can you tell me, is Marcy farming? That's all I'm interested in, because this man has been... Okay, he's got the Battle Fury and 600 gold. Scourge McDuck finally realizing that he's a core. Seems good. Go into the triangle, farm up a little bit. I mean, he's been constantly playing with his team. 18 minutes in, Battle Fury, when it could have been bought like 5 minutes ago, I swear. Then again, he's making the game more interesting. It's fun to watch this.
He is.
Sadman.
He managed to kill off.
And who got him?
Atuf.
Atuf.
Got him.
Easy for Atuf.
King on the Nyx, man, just to take it out. Atuf. I mean, it's one of those things, right? This is not the smoothest Ember game until you get a BKB. Italiano, though, looking for a little bit of revenge. Skyward, Blur does fade, blink forward, Mystic Flare. The hammer as well, and they get that kill. Overgrowth there to pin them down, though. But where's the follow-through? It's just well, you do have Cry there on hand. They do manage to root him down on Italiano as the 10 magic wand charges up.
That zone also has a shard,
Should still
so
fall.
yeah. I think you're not happy with that if you're the cut, but then again you killed the PA. You did slow down the most important target. What's Cry having? Like he's okay, Maelstrom after the axe. So yeah, he's gonna be a problem eventually too. Like I don't know if the cut played this game with a little bit of a lenient approach. I think Oversight eventually just hands off keyboard win it. You know, Nature's Prophet, PA, next to set up on the Ember across the map. It's not gonna be easy to win this game. And by the way, Ember is going for man. Okay, nice. He switched up to BKB. I was afraid for a moment.
And they find Nyx. They've got the damage, and the Nyx does fall this time around as they do manage to get the Ava toss out on the Ember, but just remnant away. Jube is gonna fall. They dropped the Static Storm beforehand, but no real follow through.
Why Manta on PA?
Finding to trades here.
Why Manta over BKB?
That one, I mean,
Did he like look at the heroes and he saw Treant and he was like, oh, gotta get Manta, and then he's like, oh, he's on my team. Never mind.
I'm not sure. Maybe they just feel like they need more physical burst, so the Yasha just feels a little bit more important, the stats that it provides. But, I mean, in terms of, like, using the Manta to protect yourself, there's only really Ancient Seal to protect yourself from. So everything else is still going to be fine, which I find curious, but we'll see. Maybe the investment does pay off. Again, more agi, more damage for that PA. That's the side of Oversight now. Starting to swing up top. Scourge McDuck has been here for a long time, not showing anywhere else.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my god. To get the jump in, get the initiation, and they find the angles to get those kills.
Scrooge.
They are trying to jump back in. Scourge does manage to use the Unleash and gets a rip down onto a Treant.
No,
But he is getting rooted up. Oh, two have started to drop low there. Avalanche Toss is up, and they will manage to find that kill. Not going to be able to find the Ember just yet.
He's just unable to finish
The
anyone off.
are so high. It's just such a slippery hero. Trying, the crits coming out for Skyward. Cleans up. A full team wipe coming out for Oversight. And Oversight now, I mean, they're looking good. They're the ones in control with a 4K lead in this game so far.
That's felt.
It's the cut that are really suffering.
Look at this 3-man Avalanche toss into a really sick team fight. I love that the cuts still decide to fight 2 versus 5, you know. They're down for it. They don't care. 3 of our heroes never mind, let's go fight. And they still dish out a ton of damage, like Marcy and Ember. In the end, I felt that Ember might take at least another kill, but he was a bit unlucky with the Maelstrom procs. Didn't get too many of those. Skyward making PA work game 2 out of these series. Like, second game in which PA looks strong. He can jump here, right?
They will find one more. They catch Italiano out. He is durable, but not durable enough when Skyward's on top of you with that PA. Now gunning for the bot. Side of Oversight, but just again,
look at their movements.
Working
even.
That tempo.
Like the rest of them, the 3 of them just setting up, smoked up, you know, searching for another kill. Like, Oversight is hungry for game 3. Like, they might get it if they continue playing this way.
I think they've got a good trajectory for it, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it does feel like, again, the cut maybe a little bit too proud to have gone for like a saver draft, as they will find Jube. Easy food, easy pickings for Odyssey at the moment. But the cut, they did kind of go a little bit ham here, as they are trying to go a bit ham up top. They will be able to lock in Cry, but could come at the cost of the life of all of them. Yeah, sacrifices were made. You kill the NP, but you give away a little bit too much in return.
Can they go into rush with this? I'm surprised OES didn't try that a bit earlier even, but this time around definitely they can. Is there a BKB on Marcy, by the way? Like, what's he building after that? Battle Fury.
It is
Being
the
delivered,
BKB rush.
Oh.
It should be delivered. So I think that should be your protection now. There it is. Full BKB is up. So you feel pretty good now.
Maybe you can fight this
On
rush.
Marcy. You try to force. It's not the quickest coming out here from Oversight. And he will jump in. BKB immediately popped on. The damage is coming through. Silence is up onto her PA. Is glimpsed backwards as well. The punches misses, but he eventually
He
lands.
goes for Roche.
He's trying to Roche up. Just snatched by Cry. Not the result you wanted on the cut. So you've got the secondary life ready to go.
Meteor Hammer.
Meteor respawn. Should be able to land and they connect. So they should be able to find that hero and they do clean up. Finally, after a little bit of a struggle, it starts to line up.
Yeah, he.
There you go.
Look, like after seeing this and the majority of game 2, you can definitely say that Oversight, they're not necessarily on the same level of the cut. Like the cut is a little bit stronger when it comes to executing their drafts, but their draft at the same time is very wonky. So let's put it this way: if we do see game 3, I think the cut should take it. PA stunned up maybe. The glimpse is there.
Glimpse back instead. With a root down, they've got the output here if they want to go for it. Meteor Hammer first over the
Nice double stun.
Dragon Tail, but the double stun from Atuf. Still, Odyssey comes in to clean up. They find the Disruptor. Not mentioned to get that Static Storm off, and they clean up the AA now as well. So it's starting to line up again.
PA
and
dead?
the cut.
Nice.
Just reckless. They do kill the PA, which is big. I think that is something that keeps the cut in the game for a little bit longer. But the side of Oversight, again, they're executing pretty damn well. They're re-engaging. They're counter-initiating crazily good.
I'm just thinking.
And the side of the cut, it's just they have to be a bit more cautious.
Yeah, I'm just thinking how easier would it be for Oversight if they had the BKB instead of Manta on PA. Like this Disruptor wouldn't be nearly as big of a problem. Like PA would be able to do whatever she wants to against Static Storm at this point. So he kind of hurt himself, I believe, with the Manta build. But then again, I guess he dishes out a bit more damage with Maelstrom Manta than Maelstrom BKB. Now Basher being picked up very soon by Scourge. He's gonna get that to work with once he gets the. I mean, even right now the Marcy is a problem. Like she hurts, but with the Basher it becomes a bit more solid. Italiano.
Yeah, it becomes really obnoxious. Italiano is caught in the middle of a lot of heroes. Avalanche tosses up, just trying to stall for time. Mystic Flare is there, but the Force Stabs do save. They've come in for the punches, though. So they'll have a support trade for that mid. Glimpse is not quite ready yet. It's just used. And they do manage to find more for the trouble. Taking out a tooth now as well. So
any glimpsers?
You've got the glimpse ready, I believe, in 5 seconds. Not gonna go for it.
They decide not to. They could have maybe fought that, like 4 versus 3. These two supports are extremely important for the way Oversight fights, because without them, they truly don't have a lot of control. Nothing through BKB at least. So I feel like the cut could have fought that a bit more. Oversight, they could chill out a little bit and just catch Ember with the combo of Nyx plus Prophet. It's so easy for them to win this game if they just play the right moves. Like,
yeah, they just need to find these targets. They need to find. Don't go overly aggressive coming out. And for Oversight, and their item timings are lining up.
What they say?
Oh.
They might find him.
Odyssey, yeah, they've got the Blink initiation here. There's a Dragon Tail, Mystic Flare. Damage happens great, and Odyssey does melt.
1 second.
God does pick up that kill for himself. Nice, easy 1 second kill as they look for more. Atuf does manage to vendetta his way away. There's a regen rune for the pick in here for Mr. Sadman. So a little bit more play out from the Ember. Not the biggest deal kind of rune at this point as well. He is still saving up for his own Ags to be up and running.
What's
But aside of Oversight, I mean, they're just going so much bigger. Like, eventually Skyward's going to have this BKB, and all the PA is going to be a huge issue, because she will just have a free 8-9 seconds to just twack at you for quite some time.
Yeah, they. If he had that BKB earlier, the game might have been already like completely out of the Cut's hands. But the BKB coming a little bit later on, so we'll see. We'll see just how much impact it's gonna have, because they're getting some better items on the Cut as well. Some sustainability is on them. What about Disruptor, Jubei? Like, how close is he to his next big thing? If he even has a big thing going for him, nothing, just a force. Yeah.
No. Yeah, he's queuing up the gem just for some D-wards as well. Although he has been dying, I worry it just transfers as back off on mid. They are clumped up fairly nicely here on the Cut. They find an opportunity they could run down, but they are spotted out by the wards. So we'll take out that first.
They need the gem for Nyx and Treant as well, right? So getting the gem is definitely a good idea for Jubei. He might feed it instantly, but it is what it is, you know, you need the item. If it kills the Nyx a couple of times, it's still worth it.
Yeah, still got a ton of value out of that. As long as he managed to find something off of it.
Lotus Sword.
I'd say 2 minimum kills coming out would be the one.
I just got used and spoiled by the Manta Dragonites, you know, that are just owning with Aghanims later on in the game. Seeing Lotus, I'm like, ew, what kind of a Dragonite are you, man? What the hell? You're gonna Lotus someone? Come on, bro, don't you want to kill people? You're a Dragonite.
Hey, don't question the Italiano gangster. He'll find out where you live and send you a message right there. Respect the dragon guy. I mean, to be fair, I do agree with you. Like, the Manta does feel really good.
It does.
Especially if you're trying to scale up. But I think the key thing here is they're expecting the Marcy and the Ember to scale up, so they're just gonna sacrifice for him.
Well, he's about to sacrifice Jubei.
The roots are big. I think they catching Scourge McDuck is even bigger.
Oh,
Lift back is there. They missed the follow through on Scourge though. In backline, BKB forced out immediately from
doesn't want a BKB.
Cry.
Okay, he gets out. That was a little bit cheeky not to BKB there in TP, but he managed to blink out, so it worked out. They only lost the 2 supports. The rest of them, they do live. And the Lotus Orb, like you said, will make the Marcy feel a bit more comfortable. He's getting that... he's getting the MKB next. DK though. RIP.
Turn to drop walls. And again, just sticking together here from Oversight. Managed to get that kill onto Italiano. Well, that Lotus isn't quite up. You do have key timings out for the Cut now, though. Ags up on Sadban. So you can dance around a lot more with those remnants. He's going for the BKB next, but their map has just shrunk massively. 7k lead already for the side of Oversight. And for the Cut, I mean, I don't know if you can really scale into this lineup really well. I mean, you can, but I feel like it does take a lot more farm than just this, so still have much more to work on the map though. Avalanche toss out, they get the jump in, the punches are coming out though, but it's not enough. They lose Scourge McDuck, but no buyback. They lose everyone. Respawns are still short and everyone else though. Inside of Oversight,
You know what?
they're just gonna go high ground.
I really did believe that you broke the curse. I wanted to believe.
I want to believe too.
I wanted to believe that
The curse is not broken.
but the curse remains unbroken, because even you cannot beat the Marcy position 1, you know, like you came here, the curse of 3 games was about to stop, but Marcy, you know, she's way too strong. She's way too powerful at losing games, so.
Yep, way too powerful from the 1 to lose games. Oversight just ripping true on that mid set of racks inside of the cut. No clear answers presenting themselves. They've got the Static Storm ready. They've got B-God with his Blink and Ags and just nothing. Like this interesting angle being kept from Italiano. Blinks forward once more as they are all just backing off safely on the side of Oversight. I mean, they don't want to push the luck. You know, no need to really force any issue. You're so far ahead. You've got all this farm on your Prophet and on your PA.
18k
Abyssal
ahead.
Blade not too far off.
Yeah. If they maybe start doing rush here, even Oversight. They learned. They got punished in that last game when they went into the pit. This second game there, they have learned. Double stun from the Carapace. Oh, yikes.
Yep. Getting control off now as they are keeping that chase off onto Italiano. No lucky bashes come true. Scourge McDuck getting the punches onto Odyssey, but
he's
the
gone.
Abyssals out from Skyward. Damage output's just too much. Now onto the Ember as well, and Italiano's going to be taken out sooner rather than later.
Wrap it up, boys. GG.
And the GG is called. Oversight managing to force out the game tree. And the side of the cut, I mean, it looked like they could have held out. It looked like they could have executed, but when Oversight kicked into gear, and they just managed to run it down. You know, they hit this time.